Typically, there's Mass going on right now at St. Paul's Newman Center, but tonight there's a special service remembering the life of Samuel Trout. Family, friends, and those who knew him well are here where he spent much of his time. Vicki says if you're buying one, be careful because the store or online company needs to be certified, and some people are just trying to make a fast buck. The names of the two Walmart employees involved in the shooting are expected to be released tomorrow. We talked to the family of the man who died in the shooting, and they tell us he was passionate about his job. Students in the Fargo and Moorhead school districts were kept inside until the tornado warning expired around 3:30 this afternoon. In some cases, there were students already on buses that returned to the safety of the school buildings. It was all part of the storm weather protocol that districts have in place. Christine, everything is back to normal now. People are shopping inside and employees have been let back into the store. But about an hour ago, it was a completely different story.
All thing I remember is being scared to death. You know, I just remember being really fearful. And I remember like trying to remember where my friends were.
Are you saying that you're innocent?
I'm innocent. I know for a fact I never hurt anybody and I've never killed anyone in my life.
Girls from around here between the ages of like 14 and 18, it just wasn't right.
Kyla Kramer was scrolling through Twitter when she saw an account that looked creepy and blocked it, but sent out this tweet when she realized a lot of West Fargo high school girls were getting followed by it too.
It's scary out there, it really is.
There is a potential sex offender following a bunch of Cheyenne high school girls on Twitter. And that, of course, alarmed me greatly.
This mom didn't want to go on camera, but says her 13-year-old daughter is one of the many young girls getting followed by the Twitter account.
So if they're not paying attention to who's following them, it's really scary.
She says one dad was so concerned he called 911, thinking there was a man stalking his daughter. However, the Cass County Sheriff's Department says they couldn't find anyone and didn't even file a report.
We can't assume and we can't necessarily be too safe.
No one is for sure that the Twitter account is a threat. However, it is teaching a lesson to a lot of people.
It is a totally different age and it's scary. You know, these are not things that we dealt with when we were kids. So for us to try to navigate this, it's hard because you want your kids to have their freedom and their independence, but there is a real danger out there.
I mean, I guess as a teenager, we're dumb a lot, so.
Kramer says having your cell phone's location services turned on will allow anyone to see where you are at any moment.
They can see exactly where you are when you uploaded that picture. So go onto your phone settings and take that off. I've had to do that as well.
If you want to play it safe, go into your phone or your child's phone and double check your settings. Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
You're gonna do the bop. Bop, bop.
Taking marketing advice from this 9-year-old
There you go.
isn't a bad idea.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is Kiefer Martin.
And I wanted the big freezies for when it's really hot out.
He's pouring everything he's got to save up.
Just like 30 minutes ago, we counted 140.
$140 isn't anywhere close to the goal.
We have to go and pick up the baby from wherever it's born. Yeah. And we said we'll pick him up anywhere in the United States.
Wow, that'll be cool. You excited?
Driving by, you won't see a price listed, and you might not know the story until you pull over.
One person was about to put in just $1, and then he saw that it was for adopting, so he gave us another $10.
We are a foster family for the county, so we've been doing that for a couple of years now. And after seeing the need for families, we have decided this is where our heart is pulling us.
In foster care, we've been having a lot of boys, and we've only had 2 girls. So we want a girl.
They want somebody to come home to stay. So that's kind of our goal, is to bring somebody home and let them stay forever.
That goal comes with the price tag.
Thank you.
Around $30,000.
Doesn't have to be just in cash either.
$1?
Sure.
Kiefer says he isn't stopping until he brings his new baby sister home.
Oh, no lemonade! Lemonade! Get the lemonade!
In Fargo, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
I figured somebody eventually stopped, maybe a cop or something.
It was supposed to be a short drive to a friend's house. It was late on March 1st of last year. The temp was nearly 20 below. Wind chills were 40 below zero, the worst time for Joyce Kozitska's car to break down.
It was dead. Well, the only thing I could do was get out and try to stop people.
All alone, without a cell phone or warm clothes.
Screaming, stop please, Nobody stopped.
A grueling 14 hours would go by, plenty of time for Joyce to experience deep stages of frostbite.
My hands and my feet got so cold that I got in the car to try to warm my feet up. And that's the last thing I remember.
Joyce would eventually fall asleep. It wasn't until a semi-driver noticed her and called 911. Highway Patrol would say later she was barely alive, about frozen to death. Joyce would be rushed to a nearby hospital where she spent nearly 2 weeks in a coma.
I woke up to my legs being gone.
Her legs couldn't be saved, neither could her hands.
I didn't realize frostbite could be that bad. Okay, here we go.
Months later, Joyce is learning to walk again.
It's going to be hard for the rest of my life.
There. Perfect.
It's going to struggle, but
Now keep your head up.
I just have to try to
Push with those elbows.
be better.
She's working hard. I mean, it's pretty impressive the things she's accomplished, obviously, at this point already.
All right.
It's kind of funny, but I'd like to learn to ride a motorcycle.
Just pick it up and we'll set it up on here.
And that's what I told my daughters. It sounds kind of funny, but that's one of the things I would like to do.
I mean, there would be a lot of things that would have to happen before that could occur, but I've learned in this field I'd never say anything's impossible.
Out by myself, independent.
Hoping to someday be alone on the road, the very thing that got her here.
It's just a lot of work, but it don't look like it, but it
is.
takes a lot out of me. I get really tired, but I want to fight it.